Hello everyone, my name is Keely. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today we are going to be doing my September TBR, and September is the month of bookoplathon. And if you don't know what that is, it is a readathon hosted by Becca and the Books, and it is based off of her TBR game, Bookoplathy. And I am very, very excited because her TBR game is probably my favorite on BookTube. I love watching her videos. She is just so much fun to watch, and I love this readathon she has created based on her TBR game. And this is my first time participating in any of her readathons. I have always wanted to, and I am finally going to do it. So she actually has an entire video up for it explaining all the rules if you don't know, so I will leave her video down below. She also has Google Documents, a whole Google Drive for this readathon in that video, and that is where I got the little board game, which is so cute. So I printed it out, cut it out, put it on some cardboard so it's nice and sturdy, and I am very, very excited to play and see how this game treats me. Is it nice to me or is it not nice to me? So there are also some other books this month that I want to read, so if I'm not able to get them into my Bookoplathon TBR, I will be talking about those as well. So let's just get started with our rolls. Alright, hopefully you can see the board well enough. I'm going to go ahead and start with 5 rolls. Unless the board is really nice to me, then I might add a 6th roll in there. So I have my little duck that I'm going to move around the board, and I will place him on go. So let's start with roll number 1. And of course, you can't see that, but there you go. We started with a double. So I will be adding a 6th roll. So we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pattern and text. So for my first roll, of course, I rolled a double, so that means we add another roll in there, and I landed on patterns and text, which means the book cover either needs to be a pattern or a text covers the majority of the cover. So for this one, I went with A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. This is also my pick for my Buzzwordathon for September, which is to read a book with either light or dark in the title, and we clearly have dark here. So I'm glad that I got to fit this one into Bookopoly because I needed to read it anyway. This is a fantasy, and it's a little bit bigger than I want. If you've been here before, you know that fantasy is not necessarily my thing, but I have had this on my shelves for so long, and so I definitely need to finally get to it. I do have high hopes for this. I just have a feeling that I'm actually going to like it. I don't remember the exact synopsis for this book, but I do know that it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and as far as this series go, most people tend to enjoy the first one a lot more than the rest of the series, so hopefully I really enjoy this one and am able to continue the series and enjoy those as well. Alright, roll number 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and this one is published or set in 1999 or before. So for the second roll, I got published or set in 1999 or before, and so for this one, I'm going to go with The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. Of course, this is an Agatha Christie book, so it was published a very long time ago. This is actually, I believe, the first novel in the Poirot series, one of her detectives. I have read one Agatha Christie before, and I didn't really enjoy it, but I kind of want to start from the beginning and read her books kind of in a certain order so I can get to know the detectives and the characters more. But these are murder mysteries. They're kind of cozy mysteries. I'm not sure exactly what this one is about, but it does have a poison bottle on it, so that intrigues me. But hopefully I learn to love Agatha Christie just like my mom does. Alright, roll number 3. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we landed on favorite genre, which is perfect. So our third roll, we landed on favorite genre, and so for this one, I'm going to be actually reading a book from Kindle Unlimited, and that is The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. One of my favorite genres is thriller, horror. I love those, and I'm getting more and more into them, and I've been wanting to read Lucinda Berry, and I love creepy children books, and I've heard really good things about this one. So I know we follow a married couple, Christopher and Hannah, and they both work at the hospital, and they desperately want a child. One day when 6-year-old Janie shows up at the hospital, Christopher and Hannah bring her into their home, and things start getting a little weird, a little disturbing, and they find out Janie is not what she seems. So like I said, this is a creepy child book, and I am very excited. I just feel like creepy children are one of the perfect things in thriller horror books. They really set the scene and the mood, and it really creeps you out. So I'm very much looking forward to this one. Alright, roll number 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Autumn. For roll number 4, I landed on autumn, which is perfect because autumn is about to start, even though in Texas we don't really get fall, but I like to pretend we do. So for this one, I am choosing Eternally Yours, which is an anthology edited by Patricia Caldwell. There are a ton of authors in this one, and some of them are really big names. I have read some of them I haven't heard of, and some of them I really want to read from. Basically, this is an anthology all about paranormal romance. So we have like vampires, witches, werewolves, probably a whole bunch of paranormal things, which paranormal is one of my favorite subgenres. I love anything paranormal. As you can see, my YouTube name is vampirekeeley. Vampires are my favorite paranormal creatures, so I'm really hoping we get some good vampire stories in here. But yes, I have this one from NetGalley, but it also comes out in September, so I'm probably going to pre-order it and hopefully read it towards the end of the month, but we'll see. All right, time for roll number 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third person perspective. For roll number 5, I landed on third person perspective, so I'm going to be reading Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 6 in the Throne of Glass series. I only have 2 more books to read in the series. Thank goodness, I am ready to be done. This one specifically follows Chaol. I really missed Chaol in Empire of Storms. Chaol is my favorite character, and he is one of the only redeemable characters in my eyes, and one of the only characters I actually like. So I am excited to get this one and actually be with Chaol and hopefully not have to see Aelin at all in this story. Fingers crossed. When I do get to the last book, Kingdom of Ash, let me know if you would like to see a vlog from me reading that book. I think it would be kind of fun, especially because I do have a lot of unpopular opinions about this series. But yes, Tower of Dawn, it is probably the biggest book. Actually, I think it is definitely the biggest book from this month, but it needs to be done. And maybe final roll, 6th roll, here we go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Highest rated. And for the 6th and final roll for this game, I landed on highest rated. So I went to Goodreads and looked at all of my TBR books and went to the highest rated. I skipped the ones that are a part of a series because I didn't want to start or be in the middle of a series for this one. So I went to the first standalone that was highest rated, and that was All My Rage by Saba Tahir. So this book currently has a 4.59 rating on Goodreads, which is extremely high and very good. And I love Saba Tahir. She is one of my favorite authors, ironically because she wrote a fantasy series, and I always say I'm not a fantasy girl, but I love that series so much. And this one is actually very different because it is actually contemporary. That's all I know about it, and I just want to read it because it's Saba Tahir. I feel like this one's going to be pretty heartbreaking, but we will see. But yes, highest rated goes to All My Rage. So those are all of the rolls for bookoplathon. I'm not sure if along the way I'm going to roll as I go as I finish those books, if I manage to finish all of them. Like I said, there are other books that I would like to get to in September. I also think I'm planning on vlogging bookoplathon, so let me know if that is something that you would be interested in seeing, because I am very excited, and we'll see what happens during the readathon. So as far as the other books that I want to read go, the first 3 books, I don't want to tell you what they are, so I will just hold them up. They are these 3 books. I am actually doing a vlog about these 3 books that will be up about the middle of September. So the first week in September, I will actually be reading these 3 and not my bookoplathon TBR. I will get to that TBR after I finish these 3 books, so look out for that secret vlog. Another book that I am actually very much looking forward to, it comes out August 30th. I have it pre-ordered, so I'm ready to read it in September, and that is All of Our Demise by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. This is the sequel to All of Us Villains, which is one of my favorite books from this year. We follow a fantasy world where every 20 years there is this magical tournament that involves 7 families. So each family picks a champion, and they go into this tournament, and they have to fight to the death, and whoever wins, that family gets the high magic for the next 20 years until the next tournament. Like I said, I loved the first book, and I cannot wait to read the sequel. Speaking of books with games, which is one of my favorite subgenres, I really want to get to Light Lark by Alex Astor. This has actually been on my most anticipated since I believe May of 2021 was when I first heard about it, so I felt like I was a little ahead of the game on that one. But yes, this one does follow another deadly game. We follow another fantasy world where every 100 years a mysterious island appears and 6 kingdoms have to come together and fight in a deadly game. Once again, games, love to see it, and I have looked forward to this one for so long, and I am excited to finally get to it. And lastly, the book that is gonna be on my TBR forever, and you're probably gonna get tired of seeing, and I know you will because I am tired of seeing it, and that is The Stand by Stephen King. I read approximately 1 page in August, so doing good, you know. So I have like 500 pages left of this, and I'm gonna put it on my TBR until I finish it. And please motivate me, because I'm not thriving. I'm really not. But hopefully one day I will finish it. So those are all the books that I plan to read in September. Let me know if you are participating in bookoplathon and if you are doing a TBR video. I love watching these videos. Like I said, Becca's videos are some of my favorites, and I am really looking forward to participating in this. And let me know if you're interested in me doing bookoplathon vlogs. I think it would be something really fun to do. But that is it for this video. If you've made it this far, go ahead and leave the dice emoji because bookoplathon. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all my social media links will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!